Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Reel Watch. Welcome back to Suburban Adventures, everybody, our outdoor adventure channel. I found this on Amazon for about 20 bucks. This is called the Reel Watch. That's Reel, R-E-E-L. It's supposed to be a survival type of watch that you can wear that you can supposedly catch fish from. On the back here it says, always be at the ready and take your fishing adventures wherever you fish with the compact Reel Watch. So I am going to test this out tonight and see if I can actually catch a fish with this Reel Watch. Let me show you what's inside here and then we will see if it works. Here is this. Now, it's not really a watch in the sense that I can't tell time with it. It's just a watch in the sense that you wear it on your wrist. So it velcros on there like this, and you can see it's pretty big. There you go. I got it on there. It has fishing line on there, and looks like it also came with a hook. This is ridiculous. Because let me just show you this hook. This is a big old hook, and let me tell you, the type of fish that you are going to catch with this hook, I don't think you would be able to reel it in on this watch. There are no instructions with this. There was a video that you could watch online that basically showed you how to do it. And then it came with a couple of real little split shots. They did say online to use like a weighted hook. So I am going to swap out this hook. I'm telling you, you're not reeling in the fish that you catch with a hook this big. So let's go to the fishing hole and let's test this out. Well, here we are at the fishing spot. I fish here a lot. I know there's fish in here. I've caught trout. I've caught some small bass, perch, bluegill. I've caught some bullhead here. So we're going to give the old Reel Watch a try. I did see online that it says you're supposed to spin it around so it's on the inside of your wrist in the video instructions that they sent. And I am swapping out the hook they sent for this. This is a little trout magnet hook. I think that's got a little tiny weight on it. The only problem is I am not sure how thick this line is. It looks pretty thick to me. If I had to guess, I would say it's like maybe either 10 or 12 pound test. So that could be a little bit too heavy for my hook, but let's just give it a try and see. I'm just gonna tie my hook on. Now that I'm feeling the line, I wouldn't say it's 10 or 12 pound. It's definitely maybe 8 pound test, so it might be a little bit heavier than what I need. I'm not sure if this little hook is gonna be heavy enough to take this line out there. Now I am gonna try it just with the hook. I'm gonna put a little worm on there. And then if I have to, I'll add a bobber to it. All right, I got the hook on, I got the worm on. So it's monofilament line, which mono does have like, you know, sort of a memory to it. So it does sort of stay like coiled up. I suppose you could probably swap it out for some braided line, but the first thing is just trying to keep it without coming like unraveled off of this is rather difficult. Now, it said to hold it like this on the video and then just cast it out like that. So let's give it a try. And yeah, that didn't work. Let's try it again. All right, well, I casted it right to there, which is about 4 inches from where I'm standing. And there's just really not like enough weight on the hook to get it out there very far. I'm going to try it one more time. Reeling it in is kind of difficult. My arm hair keeps getting stuck in the line as well. I suppose if you didn't have hairy arms, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's see if I can toss it out there a little further. Now this time it's right there. Let's try it one more time. Casting it is supremely frustrating, very frustrating. And if I can't get it this time, I'll either try and add some weight to it. Not only that, it's extremely uncomfortable because you got to hold your wrist out like this. Let me try it this way. Ready? And all right, there we go. There we go. I got that out a little further. It's out there a little ways. Oh, something's tugging on it. Could it be? Oh, do I have something? No, I don't. I did feel something tugging on the line. All right, so here's the trick. I'm standing sideways. I know it's hard for you to tell. I'm casting over here, but I'm facing this way. Okay? So I'm going to take it, and I am going to cast it out there. That didn't go very well. I think if you had a bigger, heavier hook, that might help. But then, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll... See, I'm right down on the bottom. I can't get this line like where the fish would be. I'm going to try and add a bobber to this, which maybe will give me a little bit more weight and maybe allow me to get it out there. I'm going to try my hardest to catch a fish on this. All right, I still got this hook on there. I got a weighted bobber on there, which now it kind of defeats the whole purpose because they're kind of billing it as like a survival device that you can wear this when you're camping or hiking, and if you get stranded, you can always catch a fish with it. So obviously the bobber defeats the whole purpose, but let me see if I can get this out there. Nope. See, it doesn't, the problem is it doesn't spool off of the watch. Like, you basically, as soon as it hits as much as you've thrown out there, it stops. It doesn't keep spooling off the watch. So you almost just, it's pretty difficult to cast, which I kind of suspected it would be. All right, so here we go. Ready? All right, there we go. I got it out there a little ways. You can see my weighted bobber helped me get it out a little bit further. I actually see a fish looking at it. I don't really even think there's that much line on this. You can see my bobber there. I think I'm a little too close to shore now. I did see a fish checking it out. I think maybe I need to move my bobber down a little bit, maybe. All right, let's try it again. Oh, can you see my bobber? I can see a fish, a little tiny fish toying with it. They're inspecting it. They're not interested in it, though. Let's reel it in slow. I think my bobber's got to come up a little bit. I cannot cast this out further than like 2.5 feet out there, no matter how hard I try. I just can't do it. All right, here we go. One more time. I think I got that the furthest out there that I've had it. Unfortunately, it's just not out far enough. Like, I was just here a couple days ago fishing, and like right out there, I was pulling out bluegill left and right, like all sorts of them. I probably caught decent ones too. So I don't know. I'm gonna try it over here. I see some stuff jumping. Oh, I got something. I got something. Yes. Oh, no, I just got to reel it in. Oh, do I? Oh. I had something. Do I have something? Oh, I had something. Here's the other problem. You can't set the hook. There's no way to set the hook. I tried. It's just you can't set the hook. Ay, man. All right, let me go get another worm. I'm gonna get my rods, my actual rods, set up too here, so that I can actually catch some fish instead of this reel watch. All right, I got my other line set up there, over there, and let's try it again here. So, the way I see it, there's basically two real problems with this device here. One, you can't cast it. Two, you can't set the hook. So, it's kind of problematic. Let's get it out there and see if we can at least get a fish. Nope. So what I'm doing really is I'm almost like letting out as much line as I think I'm going to need to cast. And then just trying to... And that still isn't working great. It's pretty frustrating. Honestly, it's not pretty frustrating. It's supremely frustrating. And now, looks like I'm getting a little rain shower. All right, there we go. Got it out there. And let's see, I got something. Nope. Did that just take my worm? So I had nibbles. It's just you cannot. I tried setting the hook and you can't do it. You cannot set the hook. So that's kind of a problem with any, no matter what sort of fishing pole you have. If you can't set the hook, that's an issue. So you can see they're hitting my bobber, but all right, okay. Oh, yeah, no, I had another one. I just couldn't set that stinking hook. Man, all right. I even tried like pulling it, and I actually set the hook too hard. It popped right out of his mouth. Oh, there. Oh, yes. I think I got one. I got to reel it in, though. I got to reel it in. Do I have one? I do. Yes. All right. There we go. Stay on the hook. Oh, reeling this in with... Oh. That was frustrating. Trying to reel this in with a fish on there. And I got it right up almost to the point where I could, and he threw the hook. All right, there we go, there we go. Okay, reel it in. Come on, come on. Stay on there. All right, woo! Look at this. Got a fish. Check it out. Let me just reel this in. So I didn't even reel him in. I basically just pulled the line up onto shore. And so check this out. There it is. My reel watch survival fishing line. Whoo! Boy, that would be... There it is. Check it out. Nice little bluegill. If you were going to, in a survival situation, and you were going to try and survive on these with this watch, that would take an awful lot of time and frustration to do that, let me tell you. And now it looks like this rod over here is bouncing. So I had to cheat. I did have to add a bobber, and casting it is virtually impossible. But does it catch a fish? I mean, I guess technically it does. Thought I had something on here. I caught a fish. Was it easy? No. I think I got something on here. This is a feel. Oh, something little. I had a little bluegill on there. So I'm trying to get some bullhead here. I basically just have like your basic bottom rig here. Trying to catch some bullhead. Okay. Technically, does it catch fish? Technically, it does. Does it catch fish well? No, it does not. Would I ever use it again? No, I wouldn't. Would I recommend it for anything other than just sort of a gimmicky YouTube video? I would not. Is the idea kind of cool? I guess, maybe. I think if you're in a survival situation and you're going to be camping in the woods, I think you're better off just bringing like some spool of fishing line and just throwing it out there and wrapping it around a stick or something, honestly. So, you know, was it frustrating? Extremely frustrating. The biggest thing is, even if you got a bigger hook that was heavier, you're just simply not able to cast it out far enough to get any substantial sort of fish whatsoever. And I kind of knew that anyway. That's why I put that smaller hook on there, because I knew even with a heavier hook, you're not going to be out there where you're going to be fishing for large bass. You're mostly going to be right around the shore where the panfish are. So, so it was pretty frustrating, but I did catch a fish with the reel watch. So I think it might go in my fishing cabinet with my world's smallest fishing pole, which we did a video on a couple years back. You can check that out there, and we'll see. I'm gonna fish here. I'm done with the reel watch. I might fish here. Sky's looking a little gray. I might fish here for a few more minutes and just see if I can catch some fish with my actual fishing pole before I head home. So something here on something other than the reel watch. It's probably just a little bluegill. Yeah, just a little guy, actually. A little pumpkin seed right there. This is a nice fish, real pretty fish. These pumpkin seeds, type of sunfish. Let's get him back. I definitely have something tugging on that line there too, big time. Let me see. Look at this. There we go. I got this on my bottom rig that I was trying to catch a bullhead on. I got a little perch on there, so he's obviously not worth keeping. So nice little guy. If he was a little bigger, he'd be tasty. and I am gonna have to hit the road. I can hear some thunder in the distance, and it's looking pretty gray over there. I've only been here for about I looked at my reel watch. It doesn't tell time. I've only been here for not even an hour, and it was frustrating trying to catch something on this reel watch. But I thought it'd be something fun to try. I like to test out some of these gimmicky fishing things. You can check out some of our other videos. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Remember, guys, get out and explore no matter where you live. We'll see you next time.